眠れたのか。
はあ。
目が赤いな。あまり思い詰めるな。
ポポルさんたちのところに行く。
わかった。
Alright, oh, I can finally talk. And, whatever. I'm gonna quickly save while I say this. We are done with Act A and we're in Act B. I guess what is still there. Wait, why are they flowers again? Wait a second. Yeah, I don't know why they're flowers again, but hey, a few things I need to talk about. Number one, can't tell already. We are at the beginning of Act 2, meaning anything prior to this point, when I said a point of no return, means that we are not returning to Act 1 anymore. Which also means one other thing that I need to check out later, but I kind of did spoil it when I did check my quest. Which I'm probably gonna check now, actually. Wait, 1 second. I need to check if the bag guy, the bag guy is still there. I can't. Wait, what's my quest percentage? 98. Okay. I need to check if he's there or not. Well, I'll check it multiple times, but like, I need to make sure that he's alive, honestly. Okay, I can't check it right now because they haven't unlocked quick travel for me yet. Alright. The upside is everything that we have. Wait. Oh, the Vola.
こんにちは。
よう。意外だな。もう声をかけてもらえないかと思ってた。
いいえ。あれは村のためだと分かっています。
そうだな。じゃあ、ポポルの元にも行ってくれ。魔王のことで話があるそうだ。
ええ。今から会いに行きます。それと、俺も昨日は取り乱して。
お前が謝る必要はないさ。誰だって仲間を傷つけられると腹が立つ。彼女たちにも謝っておいてくれ。
ちゃんと伝えておきます。
Now, with this being said, I really don't know how much of the story we're gonna be repeating, or at least any major story arcs, aka the story missions itself. If I do need to repeat all of them, I will do this off screen and just go straight to the Shadow Lord, unless there is some discrepancy in the story whatsoever. I don't think so, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll record it and, you know. So what I'm going to actually be doing in this video, how I'm going to edit it, is that I'm going to include majority of the clips that are in Route B or whatever I've recorded. I am going to try to cut off a lot of the areas where I'm just silent and I'm running towards the boss. I will also be including any new scenes that Route B specifically have, and I will be timestamping those on the YouTube timestamp. So if you're here to just watch the entirety of Route B, then so be it. If not, then like, here you go. It's just a more HD version of Route A with added scenes, kind of, but that's on you.
ポポルさん。
あ。
昨日はごめんなさい。
どうして？あなたは何も悪くないわ。
でもポポルさんたちも悪くない。村のみんなのためなのに辛く当たってしまった。
優しいのね。ありがとう。気にしないで。
そういえば何か話があるとか聞いたのだが。
ええ。石の神殿があったでしょ。
我のいたところだな。
そう。魔王の居所はそことつながっているらしいの。
東大元暮らしか。
でもあそこに渡る橋は通れなくなってるんじゃ。
船で行けばいいわ。
船？
ようやく交易用の水路が整備されたの。魔物からの被害もあって随分と遅くなってしまったけど、石の神殿の裏側の道にも船を出してくれるよう頼んでおいたわ。船頭さんに言えば無料で使わせてくれるはずよ。これで町の間の移動も楽になると思うんだけれど。
ありがとうございます。ポポルさんには お世話になりっぱなしだよ。本当に感謝。じゃあ行ってきます。
気をつけてね。ほんと。
Okay. Okay, now that we have that part unlocked, there's really only one side quest that we need to do. And hopefully that guy is there again, because if he isn't, then I'll be a little sad about it. Not being able to 100% it.
船着き場には
水路か。ようやく完成したのだな。これで走り回らずに済むようになるといいが。
移動が速くなればそれだけ早くヨナに近づけるってことだ。遠慮なく伝わせてもらおう。
What's important isn't really the story. What's important is if I can actually have 100% quest completion, because this is kind of BS if I can't. Please. Please. I didn't know. Please. Oh my god, it's him! Dude, I have not gotten so happy to learn about an NPC in so fucking long.
Yeah.
その赤い
I'm gonna skip through a lot of the
整備
dialogue.
をしていたんだけどね。仕事を認められて
すごいじゃん。
ありがとう。あ、船に乗って。
I'm gonna back out real quick. Can I not get the...
やあ、
Maybe I get it later. I think. Wait. Wait.
この洞窟の先に。
そしてその先に
Okay. Well, I don't know if the quest is still available. It's hard to tell. Hopefully it is. I really hope. Oh, wait, it just... To call Hansel and Gretel? I guess I should also mention while I'm actually here. You remember that when I said you need to get all the weapons? You still have a chance of getting it right now. Even till later. It's just none of which are in Act 1. Anything in Act 2, you can get. It's just anything in Act 1, a lot of which are missable at this point, and there's no way of going back unless you restart your game. I just want to point that out there. I don't know if I should let the audio play through or not for those scenes, seeing how they're not English, but at the same time Facade aren't English language either way, so...
ようやく血を浴びれるな。嬉しいだろかいね。
うるさい。話しかけるな。
殺しがしたくてうずうずしてたんだ。
No! I didn't do these box puzzles again.
Nanda, こいつら。
何か通常の魔物と動きが違うようだが。
体の機能が完璧でない者たちか。
そういえば聞いたことがあるな。不完全体の魔物が集まっている場所があるって。
カイネ、エミール、今度から俺も野宿するよ。
なぜですか？
お前らだけ村に入れないなんて、やっぱりどう考えてもおかしい。不自然だ。
抗議運動というわけですね。
やめておけ。
けどこのままじゃ俺の気持ちが。
ではその気持ちだけありがたくいただいておきます。
エミール、
この大事な時期に慣れない野宿で体調を崩したら大変ですから。それに僕、カイネさんと二人きりでする野宿割と気に入ってるんです。
そういうことだ。邪魔するな。
雑魚が多いな。
蹴散らすぞ。
何ですか？いっぱい出てきた。
魔物は光に当たると知るぞ。おびき寄せろ。さすがは雑魚。たやすいものだ。
あの石像がボスだ。皆を操ってるぞ。
泣かせるね、笑わせるね。
小さき者ども、この白の書と知って歯向かうか。
ザコも次から次へと湧き出てきやがって。
奴らは日光に弱い。光のやったか。
しぶといね。あいつも頑張るね。
くそくそくそ。
おい、まさかあのでかいのに同情してるんじゃないだろうな。俺たちはもう引き返すことなんてできない。血を求めて殺戮に走るしかない。俺たちには戦いしかないんだ。そうだろう、カイ。えっ、
カイネ。
何やってるんだ。
カイネさん。
大丈夫かカイネ。今傷の手当てを。
この傷はもはや。
ダメです。カイネさん。
なんだこれは。
カイネ、お前も終わりだよ。
カイネさん、カイネさん。カイネさんの魔物が。
叩き落とすしかないようだな。
カイネさん、正気に戻ってください。
I would say this, I'm kind of afraid to actually kill the boss too quickly because they do have like special interactions now, but I don't think Kane has any special interaction by the looks of things. But also it looks like I can't kill her.
今だ、抑え込め。
カイネさん、お願い。
I think I just might have skipped a dialogue.
やれやれ。
カイネさん、カイネさん。
カイネ。
私は力を抑えることができなかった。もうお前たちと
ずっと一緒にいますよ、僕は。また魔物化したら今みたいに止めます。何度だって何度だって止めます。何度だってカイネさんに戻ってきてもらいます。僕、カイネさんがいるから野宿も本当に楽しかったんです。カイネさんが褒めてくれるからこんな姿でも生きていられるんです。僕、本当はとても弱いけどカイネさんといれば強くなれるんです。頼ってばかりの僕だけどカイネさんの仲間なんです。
泣くな、エミール。ありがとう。もう大丈夫だ。
Feels like we need to
あそ
play.
こは。
Feels like we need to play through all the bosses again. I really don't know how to feel about that.
これはなんだ。
さあ、読めないな。
使えぬやつだ。ポポルにでも聞いてみろ。
By the looks of it, it feels like it. And I don't know how to feel about that. Some of the bosses in the second act weren't as good.
これは暗号。
なんとかなりそうか。
これは魔王の城への封印を解く鍵みたい。ちょっとこれを見てもわかる範囲の言葉を書いてみたの。手に入ったのは石の守護神という部分の石片。石の神殿にあったことを考えると、ここの石片の言葉に何か意味があると思う。あと4つの石片がはまりそうな場所があるんだけれど、NiER、このうち機械の記憶する木、あとの2つ。NiER、中性のケルベロスは。
なるほどな。 各地点のでかい魔物を倒して
手当たり次第に殺していくと。
I don't know how I'm gonna edit this so that
魔
it
王
won't
の
be
元に
boring.
行くためだ。それに相手は守っ
けど
さらわれたヨナの方が危険だ。
でもヨナちゃんは
生きてる。絶対に。
カイネさんとエミール君のこと、本当は町の人も感謝しているの。少し
はい。
Let's do the more annoying one first, Junkie.
ポポルさんが
あの兄弟に
Alright, before that, however, I am gonna check on this guy. Yeah, that guy again. And if he actually has a side quest for me or not. And if he doesn't, then I'll be a bit sad because 98% because I fucked up one of them. And if there's like an achievement on Steam saying you finished all the quests. Oh, wait. Yes! Alright. Yes, I'll accept the quest. Come
結
on.
婚記念日の埋め合わせ。
僕も同じことを。そしたら、いや全く思い出せない。どんなことでもいい。いや、
What is it? There's a...
高価な
Whoops.
きでもおつま
あの
リンゴと赤い君
そ
ありが赤い
A little bit of a travel, but I'm going to facade real quick. I need this done.
カバンの夫婦に関わるたびに長話に付き合わされている気がするな。
話好きという点じゃシロも負けてないと思うぞ。
喧嘩を始めないだけ我の方が100倍マシであろう。
赤い宝石を探してるんだけど売ってないかな。
浅い受けし
我にはただの赤い石ころに見えるが。
お先とわるラッキーじゃあ最低ざ板ケチ置いていてちたるであぜるより
いいのかならありがたくもらっていくよ。赤い宝石を私にカバンの船頭の家へ向かおう。
水路で海岸の町まで行くのが早そうだな。
Now, there are other stuff that we can do, and I'll put on a bonus episode there as well, even though I am technically making a side quest mission now. On that episode, I don't know. It'll just
赤い
be...
宝石は手に入れたが、ただでもらったものがプレゼントでいいのか。
こういうのは値段より気持ちだよ。
カバンの船頭本人が来ていないのに気持ちも何もなかろう。
It'll be minor things, but like important things if you want to keep playing the game, advancing through the game. I can do that even in the late future if I really want to. Who knows? Who knows?
赤
What?
赤い宝石が手に入ったんだね。
Go to Seafront first, and then I'll go to North Plain, or I'll save first. It doesn't really matter at this point. I'm kind of... My room is getting really warm. I'm kind of tired of playing this game. It's a bit of a grind now, but the story quests aren't that difficult.
海岸の町に到着だ。急いでリンゴと赤い花を用意するから先に僕の家に行っててくれないかな。それじゃまた。
長い道のりだったな。カバン夫婦の家へ行くぞ。
あなたたちはずいぶん前にお世話になった。
覚えておるようだな。あの時の夫婦喧嘩はひどかったぞ。
あらあなたおかえりなさい。
ただいま。実は結婚記念日の埋め合わせの話なんだけど、約束したプレゼントのこと全然思い出せなくて本当にごめんね。だからこの人たちにも手伝ってもらって君が喜びそうなものをいろいろ揃えたんだよ。
ったの。悩んでくれたのは嬉しいけど、残念ながら全部外れね。
なんだと。
私が欲しかったのはあなたの手料理よ。新婚の頃にあなたが言ったのよ。いつか美味しい手料理をご馳走するって。
そうか。仕事が忙しくなって手料理は作れていなかったな。
あなたが私のために仕事を頑張ってくれてるのは知ってるんだけどね。罰として今日はあなたがご飯を作ってよ。そうだ、あなたたちも一緒に食べていかない？
俺たちもいいんですか？
もちろんよ。散々うちの夫が迷惑をかけたんだから。
食卓を彩るリンゴ料理とバラの花、それと赤い石ころ。ろうそくの明かりを囲む夫婦の笑い声が部屋を満たす。一家団らん。そんな言葉が似合う場に慣れない心の安らぎを感じる。もう忘れたものだと思っていたのに、こみ上げる感情をごまかすように料理を頬張った。
ねえねえ、どうだった？夫の料理は。
ああ、どれもうまかった。
お主らとは珍しく愉快な時間を過ごせたぞ。
君たちには本当に迷惑をかけてしまったね。
こんな夫だけど、これからも仲良くしてあげてね。また一緒にご飯を食べるのも大歓迎よ。
そうそう。いつも夫婦二人だけだと飽きちゃうしね。
ねえ、それって私の話がつまらないって言いたいわけ？
あ、いや、そういうわけじゃ。
おい、分かっておるな。すぐにこの場を離れるぞ。
ああ、じゃあ俺たちはこれで。
And done! Oh! 100%! 100%! Let's go! Let's go! This game's... let me save and let me quit. I'm kind of done for today for now. Oh my god. Get me out of here. Next episode we'll continue the story. Maybe actually the ship might show back up. Because there was a scene when we defeated where we have no idea what the heck the shade was saying, but it was like a really nice scene. But hey, good news is, this time around, for at least ending B, there won't be any side quests aside from this. Or the B route, I should say. Besides the one we completed, there won't be any side quest video, it'll just be going straight through ending B. Alright, finally coming back to this game. I don't know why I took this long of a break between each game. Today's 11th. Yeah, it's been a while. So, there we go. Never mind. Why am I in Seafront? Question mark? Why am I in Did I did the right save, right? That was the latest save? Why am I in Seafront? What did I do in Seafront? Oh, right. Okay. I did the relationship thing at the end of it. Right. And I found blood. That's a first. Why am I on the beach?
はあ、また妻と些細なことで喧嘩してしまったんだ。最近仕事が忙しくて夫婦喧嘩が絶えないよ。それはさておき、行きたい場所を言ってくれればそこまで連れて行くよ。
Okay, back in Junk Heap, like what I said earlier, I'm just gonna run through the dungeon and have any areas that look different or sound different, like this.
逃がすな。ここで仕留めておくんだ。あっちが怪しいぞ。
P33 防衛命令実行中侵入者直ちにお前目から水流れているなくま
Just a thought at this point. I'm pretty sure I mentioned on the last recording. Does it really matter if I play through the entire audio of Shades talking? You don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's very annoying of a sound at this point. I don't know if I want to skip it as soon as I'm done reading the dialogue myself. I don't know.
私のマスターも死んだ。何百年も前に私残して正確には874年10ヶ月14日4時間43分前だ。寂しい。そのような行動は命令されていない。私は泣かない。
How are they communicating, first of all, actually, now that I think about it?
くれよ。死ぬ。殺す。殺される。くれよ。殺される。誰？くれよ。P33 守る。P33 守る仕事。くれよ。守る仕事。
Oh, great. We'll get to watch this again,
ここ
too.
ならいっぱい機会がありそうだね。
これだけあっても使える機械はほんの一部さ。
見て見て、こっちはまるで新品だ。
慌てるな、足元に気をつけて。
大丈夫。
まずい。
え？
逃げろ！
painful to watch every single time.
大きな音を立てると今みたいな事故が起こる。侵入者1名。
Is that all the cutscene? Because I want to say something. I don't know if I should say it. Okay, it's all the
ロ
cutscene.
ボット山
Oh
か
my god.
あの兄弟に話を聞いてみよう。何か知っておるかもしれぬしな。
I was gonna say, at least, hey, this time around, the quality is actually not doo-doo. I'm still sorry about that, by the way. I forgot about changing the setting. Anyways, did we know it was the younger brother that caused the collapse inside the junk heap, or did we not know that before? I really can't remember. All the side quests blurred everything that was in between.
やあ、いらっしゃい。
弟の方か。久しぶりだな。
兄さんは元気か。
実は4年前に事故で。
そうであったか。
いいんです。
ちょっと聞きたいことがある。
何ですか？
この辺りで魔物の話を聞いたことはないか。しかも普通のやつじゃなく巨大だったり強力な魔物なんだけど。
そういうのが出たとは聞いていませんね。僕はロボットを倒すことだけが生きがい。
そうか、ならいい。それ、
あ、ちょっと待ってください。
なんだ。
実は強力な武器を手に入れたんです。あなたなら扱えると思うんですけど。
But I got the weapon already. I already got the weapon.
白。これはもう持ってる武器のようだが。
良いではないか。2回目だからいろいろあるのだ。
Is this fourth wall breaking a little bit, or?
しかし、見たところ壊れておるようだが。
ええ。刃の部分が随分傷んでいるので、そのままでは威力を発揮できないんです。
Oh no.
直せるのか。
Oh no.
はい。素材
なら、
Oh no.
素材を取ってくるよ。
Oh no.
よかった。
No.
捨ててしまうにはもったいなくて。
No.
必要な素材は形状記憶簿記です。地下2階にいる大型の敵からしか
I need to go recollect all the shit again.
わかった。
Stop! Please, please tell me. Please tell me I got the stuff. I can't even check the quest. I can't check the quest. But I have memory alloys already. No? You already possess the following item memory alloy.
兄は死んでしまったか。まだ若かったであろうに。
商売のため危険な場所にまで分け入ったようだ。
So, do I go back? I really don't understand. I don't know.
人や荷物を乗せて水上を行く乗り物。クレオのおかげ。私に言葉たくさん教えてくれた。知らない世界を教えてくれた。 似た者同士一緒にね。
I just realized, because we're playing through the story, does that mean we're going back to do the facade story as well? No, not again. Alright, yeah, we have memory outlet. Thank God! I don't want to do that again. Don't want to go to basement 2 multiple times to hunt stuff.
これはいい素材ですね。早速武器の強化を行いますよ。わがままに付き合ってもらったので、今回は無料でいいですよ。
You upgraded so it's not level 1 or level 2?
これはちょっと時間がかかりそうですね。完成したらお手紙で連絡させてもらいますよ。
ありがとう。助かる。
Alright, I'm pretty sure it's gonna have us choose either.
さて、
Yeah, free time. I don't know why we need to go speak with Popola, but let's just head to the Forest of Myth.
神話の森に何かあり。
あのやかましい連中。
I think speaking to Popola will enable us to go to Facade, actually, now that I think about it. I think we chose that last time. Because I think we did, I'm pretty sure we did the Forest of Myth last. Oh wait, I just need to, I again realized that I need to read in Forest of Myth. It happens every time. But last time that we read, we were in the perspective, technically, I believe, of a shade inside the tree, collecting memories, or something like that. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to go back into that storyline a bit. I'll see you guys in Forest of Myth.
ここは例の夢の村だな。
そうだな。
できればあの悪夢はもう見たくないものだが。
あ
あ。ああ、あなた方ですか。え？最近変わったこと？神の木から変な気配がするんですよね。
神の木？
ええ。村の奥にある木ですよ。
その妙な気配は調べたのか？
いいえ。
なぜ調べぬ？
近寄ってはいけないことになっているので。
なぜ近寄ってはいけないのだ？
さあ、なぜかはよくわからないです。
妙な話だ。
Before I collect this, I should get water so that I can that I can read a lot. Continuing on.
こういう手合いが多いのか、最近は。
白も言えた義理じゃないよ。
我はこのような言葉で苔脅しをするような。
待て、続きがあるようだ。
すべての記憶を司る黒き存在。汝の望みし言葉を紡ぐ。
望んだことを教えてくれるってことか。それはありがたいけど。
Here we go again. I really don't want to read. Black, pure darkness painted over everything. Words scatter here and there across the blackness. Kind words, difficult words, and amorous word, all sparkling in the dark like jewels. The words were few now, but times were shorter. Grabbing the words in desperation, the tree turned to the sky. This is wrong, whispered the tree in the voice of wind through the leaves. This is not how it was supposed to be. The plan has failed. Once long ago, the tree has remembered everything from the world. This was its task, its function, its purpose. It shivered with something approaching joy as it collected the memories of mankind. This was no accident. Emotions were as much as a part of the tree as root and bark. Memories collected like dew on the thick green leaves of the tree. And once they had formed a web that spanned the entire world, words collapsed into sunlight before passing through the leaves and into the pool of memory. From the pool, the words joined together and formed colonies. The colonies united into a whirlpool of light, and the light coalesced into stars. I don't know how to pronounce that word. I'm not gonna try anymore. Each star was like a child of the tree, and it loved them all. Look at my memory. The child is here, brought low by disease. He is far too young to have suffered so. Then beyond words, the boy's skin is shade paler than the bleached sheet upon which he lies. His parents no longer visit him, for they cannot bear to watch him suffer. The doctor have long since surrendered his fate to the gods. The boy, too, has abandoned hope. A strange emotion, weariness, hatred swell within the dark recesses of his young heart. I think that's the word. He tries to reject the black terror that germinates in his body, but no amount of effort or tears can drive the invader away. He has long ceased to resent his parents and doctor. Once he did, but now his pain is so great that there is little room in his heart to think of others. Is this the same story? It feels like I've read this before. I believe I read this before. Only one person brings the boy comfort. A healthy young girl with tan skin and deep blue eyes. Yeah, we need to remember like tan skin and deep blue eyes or something like that. She is a beacon of brightness and light in the boy's world. Her very presence is comfort to him. But he is unable to look upon her face. Whenever they meet, the boy filled with loathing for his own state. Soon this loathing eat away at what joy he receives from the girl's visits. The girl will stop coming, he knows this. His every waking moment is spent in fear of this day. He thinks that I can just technically use my other recording. I just realized. Anyways, he thinks that if he could talk to her, if he could tell her of his feeling, this might not be so. But this conversation never happens. The girl disappears. The boy dies alone. The tree scoops up this memory and carefully stores it within itself. Etched upon it is a single word: MB. Look at my memory. There's a female warrior. Her greatest enemy is a beast with red eyes that she cannot fully comprehend. When she strikes it with her sword, it turns into a pillar of salt and dies. But when the white smoke clears, a new enemy rises, and another, and another. The warrior knows that her struggle is folly, but fighting the unending stream of enemy fills her with a sense of joy and purpose. Somewhere deep in the warrior's drug-addled mind lies a vague memory of the daughter. Perhaps the child exists only in her head, the dying remnant of the powerful dream she does not know. Her friends and fellow warriors come and go. Some flee in terror, some are eaten. He begins to fight with 33 companions. We remember blue eyes and 33, okay? But most are gone now. The warrior body shudders. She does not understand why at first. By the time she hears the fierce, low sound, the arena is already enclosed in darkness. Looking up, the warrior sees a beast so large that it blots out the sky. She is laughing. She has been doing so for as long as she can remember. Covered in blood and dirt, the warrior laughs. She laughs and laughs until the town that contains her daughter collapses into a pillar of dust. This memory has been stored for a long time. It is etched with a single word: loss. Look at my memory. A red dragon falls from heaven. Ah, that memory has been lost. A shame. It was a favorite of mine. After many centuries of existence, the tree saw that its carefully labeled memory were beginning to dwindle. I'm not sure if I mentioned this on the first time on Route A doing this. That red dragon memory could be a reference to Drakengard 1. Could be. Who knows? Anyways. Once seemingly infinite, the memory now seems ready to disappear forever. The tree did not feel sadness at this. Grief was an emotion beyond its comprehension. It did, however, have a distinct feeling that something was missing. The mountain of memories it had so carefully assembled had disappeared. The tree stretched its branches as far as it could, but new memory refused to flow. The pool of memory was a black, empty pit, a hollow place where lives had once flourished. The tree had lost its purpose. There was nothing to be done but sift through a few remaining memories littered the ground under its branches. This is why the tree was pleased when a young man and his companion entered the room. Well, this place is gloomy as hell. The room Nano has entered was almost completely empty. All he could see were a few crystals scattered haphazardly on the ground. Picking up one of the crystals and peering into it, Nano suddenly saw a familiar sight. It was the forest of myth, its villager prisoner of their own dreams. I apologize, the tree thought. That was all that is all that remains. As Nano stared at the drool bewildered, a voice suddenly called out from the depth of his mind. The voice implored them to listen. It was an order. Following it was mandatory. Abruptly, a pair realized that they must listen. They must listen. Look there. A small shadowy presence appeared from beneath the floor. It appears to be a shade. The shade grasped several jewels in its hand. More jewels tumbled out of its mouth like shards of broken teeth. Sights and sound tinkling from each one before vanishing forever. The creature was abusing the memory, treating the precious objects like a collection of cheap playroom toys. The shade appeared to be consuming the memories. These things eat memories? The tree extended a branch towards Nano. I feel like I need to read this a third time in the next few. Anyways. Without a second thought, Nano brought his blade down on the shade, tearing its stomach wide. Jewel burst from the shade and poured across the chamber floor. Look through the tree. There is a conviction memory I had lost, a satisfaction, and many other as well. Yes, this is good. The tree opened its mouth and attempted to speak, but no sound emerged. A millennium of silence and solitude had caused the tree to forget certain things, but rather than be upset, it greeted the development with good cheers. Focusing all of its power on the riddle of speech, the tree formed a kind of makeshift vocal cord and tried again. Ahem. I implored. It spat out a glimmering green jewel. One more time. I implore you. There we go. What was the color of the lost envy? The lost envy? Wait. Lost envy? Wait, are we not talking about the girl? 1 second. Okay, so as far as I know, it's still the girl's eyes, so blue. It spoke. This shade has intelligence and motion. Who cares? Nano brushed Wise's comment aside as his sword sliced through the shade's right arm. The shade extended its remaining arm to Nano. I must touch him. I must make contact. The moment its finger brushed against Nano, the tree felt a warm sensation begins to burn. Something hot coursed through the finger, up its arm, and out of its entire body. It was emotion, more than the entity had felt in century. The tree cried out in surprise and joy. 1,000 years alone, 1,000 years in quiet contemplation. The tree felt like it was going to break apart. For a long century, the tree had been alone, its heart sealed with heavy chain, but no more. New, powerful emotion begins to take hold, causing its heart to lighten. This was more than the simple emotion it had been designed to feel. It was the beginning of a soul, and the young man was the key. This was the promise made long ago. This was how it would be released. The tree's stomach began to throb in pain, a new and unpleasant sensation, but the time was not yet right. I implore you, how many were lost in the warrior who fought the red-eyed beast? It was 33. Okay, riddle time is over. I'm gonna kill this stupid shade once and for all. Something round and shiny fell from the open stomach and clattered on the floor. Something round and shiny fell from the open stomach and clattered to the floor. The key, cried the book. Secure the key. The man's sword slowed. Time began to dilate around them, stretching and slowing. Time is essential. The next word must be heard. The word exploded. It became difficult to discern their meaning. The pool of memory began to crack as infinite blackness burrowed its way into the wall. Wise, this world is falling apart. Nano, how can a world of letters? I implore. Most important thing. World. I missed that dialogue. The memory disappeared. The tree's identity began to dissolve. As the letter slowly faded, Nano was drawn back to the real world, and the tree was satisfied.
"どうでもいいさ。奴らが何を考えていようと、こんな面倒はもうごめんだ。
あの木を倒したことで、もう文字の世界に埋もれることもあるまい。時間が巻き戻りでもせぬ限りはな。
Was it just me or does it feel like nothing new was there? I don't know how I'm gonna Oh, what to check to see a letter arrived by the younger brother.
ロボット山の弟から手紙が来ていないか。
Yeah, I really don't know if there was anything new in terms of being there or not. So I really don't know how I'm gonna edit that part if there is nothing new. I guess the riddle were new, but like nothing out of the ordinary in my opinion. As far as I can tell, and judging from my really bad memory, there wasn't anything new. Anyways, I'll see you guys back in the village where we check the letter. Yep, I'm not gonna read this because I read it before already.
いろいろ
Going back
世
to
話
the
になってる
thing.
し、ロボット山に。
And time to skip back to Junk Heap.
Ah, いらっしゃい。武器。
ああ、ありがとう。
その武器なら。
なんだ。
お二人にお願いがあります。
お願い？
兄さんの仇を撃ってくだ。
ずいぶんぶ。
思いつきなんかじゃない。
I know I'm skipping a lot of the dialogues, but since we've already seen this the first time we played through, it doesn't really matter what they say since we already know already.
あいつらを殺せる道具を作りたくてやってきたんです。
I guess. I mean,
金儲けのためなんかじゃない。
I guess in the way it's
そうです。
better quality,
魔物
but
と一緒にいる大
doesn't
きな
really
ロ
matter.
ボットです。
魔物とロボットが手を組んでおるだと。
魔物がいるのか。
はい。
心は決まったか。
ああ。
Alright, time to fast do this dungeon as quick as I can, honestly. There's really no other way of doing it besides that. Oh, right.
この穴の下が例のロボットのいる部屋らしいな。
よし、このまま降りるか。
この穴からか。
迂回するのも面倒だ。行くぞ。
侵入者発見発見発見排除する。
あいつか。
でかいぞ。気をつけろ。
侵入者発見発見発見排除する。
魔物がいるぞ。
魔物が指示を出しておる。
足を狙って倒しましょう。
魔物を倒せ。
排除するするするする。防衛私の職務。
魔物がくそ、あれは魔物だ。魔物なんだ。
殺せ殺せ憎み合え。
こ 変形するのか。
上から瓦礫が落ちてくるぞ。
避けろ。
脱出脱出脱出脱出外世界見る守る戦う。
逃がすか。
Where did I shoot that? I'm so lost on where I am right now.
くれよ約束くれよ寂しい。
お前
こんな機会に兄さんは母さんはお前さえいなければお前さえいなければ
いいね、人間らしい、実に人間らしい。
その辺でもういいだろう。
俺はやりましたよ。こいつがいなくなれば山に入りやすくなる。これからはいくらでも強い武器を作れますよ。任せてください。
分かった分かったから。
憎悪と狂気では心は癒すことはできぬ。
でもそうするしかないんだ。
愚かな。
そうだな。
Okay, finishing this part. There's my message. There
魔
we
王
go.
の正体について
分かった。
Let's go to Popola. I'll be perfectly honest right now. Oh, wait.
それにしても不思議ですね。魔物がどうして機械と一緒にいたのでしょうか。
機械に指示を出し協力しておるようだった。
何か考えがあったんでしょうか。
あの魔物は
魔物が何を考えていようと殺した方がいいに決まっている。
そうだな。魔物が機械なんかを守ろうとするなんて 馬鹿げた話だ。お前たちも気をつけろよ。私も魔物に支配されると仲間でさえ襲ってしまうからな。
違う、カイネはカイネだ。魔物じゃない。
こやつの言う通りだ。下着女と魔物は違う。魔物は下品な言葉は使わないからな。
ぶっ飛ばすぞクソ神。
もし魔物に支配されても僕が止めます。
そうか、ありがとう。
Okay, as I was saying, I kind of wish there was actually more content in Route B compared to Route A. I want to also specify that, as far as I know, Route C should be different. I can't really say it for sure anymore. Yeah, I can't really say anything right now. Endings might be different though. I'm pretty sure. Maybe. Who knows? Yeah.
ポポルさん、魔王の城の鍵の情報は何か分かりましたか？
そうそう。ちょうどそのことで話したいことがあったの。崖の村はわかるわよね。
ああ。
Oh, we're going back to the Aries. I forgot about that area.
それが最近はそうでもないらしいわ。崖の村の村長からの手紙よ。
Yes, now we know what happened at the area even more now, since we're talking about the Shade's perspective of things. Not reading this again.
いえ、魔王の城の鍵の名前が。
そうね。各村の村長に問い合わせてみたの。
すごい、さすがポポロさん。
しかし、なんだか都合が良すぎはしないか。
ええ。
どういうこと？
あれだけ閉鎖的だった村人が商売を始めた。その上、魔王の城の鍵の情報まで教えると。
ちょっと危険な感じがするわね。
気にしすぎさ。それに危険でも構わない。待っているだけじゃヨナは戻っては来ない。それに魔物がいたら。
そう、わかったわ。まずは村長の家を訪ねてみるといいわ。
Thought we were gonna do facade? I guess not.
あの村の者たちが店を出すとは。随分と心境の変化があったものだな。
変化したのは本当に心境なのか？私には信じられん。
里帰りですね、カイネさん。
里？私にとってあの村は
カイネ、心配するな。俺たちが守るから。
守るなんて言葉は自分のケツの穴拭いてから言え。
私たちは望まない。
不要な戦いを望まない。このまま共存することができるのなら、
このまま穏やかに暮らし続けられるだろ
う。だがあの男がやってくる。
そうだ、あの男がやってくる。
女も子供も皆殺しになる。
どうすれば、一体どうすればいいのだ。
I guess that hints at what's happening. Honestly, I can't tell at this point. Let's go to the chief. This place is so easy to navigate majority of the time. It's actually so annoying to navigate, honest to God. Holy crap. Who lives in the cavern?
俺たちポポルさんの村から来ました。
もうダメだ。
手紙の件についてお話を聞きたいんです。
もうこの村はおしまいだ。
こういう陰気な輩であったな。
村長、だってあなたが手紙を出してくれたんですよね。
知らない。手紙など知らない。
どういうことだ。
他の者に聞いてみた方が早そうだな。村の者に聞き込みをしてみよう。
I forgot, do I ask around the houses or do I go to that platform with the villagers? I think I go to the platform, right? It'd be a real shame if I got this wrong from my memory. It would really be a shame because I'll be wasting so much time. Holy crap.
Te 手紙か。聞いたことあるような。
知ってるのか。
ないような。
どっちなのだ。
ところであんたはカイネさんの友達かい？
そうだが。
噂には聞いてるよ。魔物狩りをしているんだって。
しかりこの村の魔物も全滅できるものならしておきたいところだが。
そうか、全滅か。全滅全滅全滅全滅。
シロ、
分かっておる。魔物だ。
くそ、罠か。
見ろ、我の危惧した通りだ。
帰りが遅いから迎えに来たぞ。
すまぬ。祭りになってしまったもので。
Wait, I'm fighting regular people.
私も参加させてもらおう。
殺人祭りだな。
カイネさんの村の人たち魔物に乗っ取られてます。
でも全員じゃない。人間も混じってる。
What? Grab the ladder.
お前たちさえいなければ。
逃げるんだ。やだよ。姉さん置いて逃げられるわけないじゃないか。
カイネ、そいつらは。
女の方は魔物だ。騙されるな。姉さん。お前たちこそ化け物じゃないのか。
お前の姉さんはもう魔物になってるんだぞ。
魔物だろうが何だろうが僕の優しい姉さんだ。
カイネ。
なんだこれは。これでは我らの方が。あちらで村人が襲われておるぞ。 黒い渦は
もうダメだ。この村は終わった。
Oh, wait. This one is so much weaker than the one on the bridge on the side quest. Why? I had to be careful with that one, not gonna lie, but apparently not.
あれは
あれもあんなのまで魔物だというのか。
村人たちが巻き込まれたんだ。
いや嫌です。このままじゃ僕たち村のみんなを。そんなの嫌だ。
球体の中心から何かを感じるぞ。
合体した魔物の力。
これ式の魔法弾幕ごときで臆するでない。ひるんだら負けだぞ。あの目の中心から魔力を感じるぞ。
あの人たち本当は。
躊躇してはならぬ。奴らはもはや魔物なのだ。
What's my aim? Always aiming down for.
なんという素早さだ。周囲の触手は魔法を弾くようだな。今だ。奴の中心に魔力を集中させよ。
What am I focusing? I'm hitting the center of it. There we go.
弱点が裏に集まっておるぞ。高い場所から攻撃せよ。
僕がこいつを釘付けにします。
エミール。
エミール。
ここは僕が食い止めます。今ならあいつを後ろから狙うことができるはずです。回り込んで倒してください。お願いします。
ここはエミールに任せて奴の後ろに回り込むぞ。
I already forgot I need to go to the second floor for this.
慎重に奴の目を狙え。 奴は奥に逃げたぞ。
少し休んだらそちらに向かいます。
分かった。エミール、あまり無理をするな。くそ、あれだけの攻撃でまだ動けるのか。
合体した奴の生命力は侮れぬということだ。
僕と一緒にあいつに力をつけてください。
分かった。
おい、もうやめろ、エミール。
エミール。
いいな、エミールはおらぬ。ここにあるは最強兵器の本能のみ。
おい、やばいぞカイネ。
Uncontrollable magic. I have to protect the people I love. That was my only thought as I unleashed my magic powerful enough to destroy not only the shade but everyone else as well. All of them. So many innocent lives. Destroy. Eviscerate. Crush. Kill. These are the dark impulses that overwrite all other thoughts. As a being that was created to be a magical weapon, these are my instincts. Or maybe it's better to call them our instincts. No. No, I don't want to read. Fuck. A klaxon sound. Is it klaxon? I don't know. A klaxon sound from deep within the bowels of the laboratory. Thick metal shutters drop down, sealing off the room with a series of dull metal thuds. Abort the experiment. Number 6 is out of control. Everyone out of here now. Get out of the... get out of Heap. What? The researcher's word was abruptly cut off, and a massive hand materialized out of the gloom and lift him high into the air. The researcher begins to scream. He screams and screams, the sound echoing off the walls of the laboratory until the hand squeezes down, coating the room with a deep crimson hue. The rest of his colleagues stands in silence, mouths open, unable to process what they have just seen. Then a female scientist takes a step back and let fly with a heartbreaking wail. But this is a terrible mistake, for the sound of her cry suddenly brings forth a monster in all of the terrible glory. Its body is a bloated corpse, its head a grinning skull. and it is a massive, many times the size of a human. The head lolls from side to side as it tromps from the rooms on all floors, bringing to mind the wild maneuvering of bringing the mind of the wild maneuvering of some wretched starving beast. This creature, this thing, is experiment weapon number 6, also known as Halua. No, oh no, please stop. Oh god, save me. I really don't like to do voiceovers. I'm just gonna stop trying. I don't want to die. One by one, the maddened cries of this researcher are silenced. And if number 6 understands their petitions, it pays them no heed. Instead, continuing its rampage of destruction and slaughter with the focus that borders on obsession. After an eternity, the screaming stops. The alarms fall silent, and only then does the creature make a sound, howling out with its unfathomable roar that echoes up and down the empty hall of the blood-soaked laboratory. It's a sound that curses those who had dared bring such evil into the world, and yet one that also seems to be pleading for help. Two set of footprints echoed in an otherwise silent corridor in the first level of the laboratory. One set belonged to a young boy, his eye blindfolded and his hand restrained. The other belongs to the severed man in the long white coat. The man dragged the boy along by means of a long chain attached to the set of shackled on his wrist. Rubble is scattered here and there across the floor of the corridor, making the journey an exceedingly difficult one for the boy who cannot see. Excuse me? Could you please walk a bit slower, sir? I am not used to being blindfolded, and rather than stopping, the man only increases his pace, causing the boy to stumble in an attempt to keep up. This last humiliation proves too much, and the boy finds himself unable to arrest his fall. Without the ability to brace himself, he toppled to the floor, smashing his head on the pillar of debris and causing a trickle of blood to worm its way down his pale, frightened face. Agonized by the pain, the boy inadvertently opened his eyes, causing the falling drop of blood to emit a strange crackling sound before transforming into tiny white rocks. "Close your damn eyes," roared the man. "Yes, sir," stammered the boy as he slams his lid shut. He didn't realize the blindfold had slipped off during the fall, but now he keeps his eyes squeezed shut so tightly that sparkles appeared against the black of his vision. The boy is Emil, also known as number 7. He's a magical weapon whose eyes are capable of turning to stone anything that falls upon their gaze. "Don't look at me," barked the man. "Never look at me." "I'm sorry, sir. I was looking at the ground now. I'm looking at the ground now, so if you can just hand me the blind..." Instead of waiting for him to finish, the man extended one foot and pressed Emil's face to the floor with a heavy black boot. "Sir, stop. You're hurting me. I told you not to keep your I told you to keep your eyes and your mouth shut, and do so." The man knows this boy this weapon could wipe him out with a single glance, and yet subduing him in this way gives him a sense of relief. After making certain the boy is sufficiently cowed, the man leaned down, retrieved the blindfold, and knotted tightly around the boy's quivering head. Right done, on your feet, let's move." Emil staggered to his feet, trying to ignore the red liquid oozing down his face. The blood doesn't matter, the pain doesn't matter. All that matters is finishing the job they have set out for him to do. The second level of the laboratory is in even worse shape than the first. The environs are littered with rubble and rock, making the thought of the decent foothold laughable. When the man's eyes lingered on a section of rubble stained a deep red, he has a sudden image of warm, gooey brownie slathered in a strawberry sauce. What? His stomach lurched as the thought, but when he attempts to avert his eyes, they land on the remain of a human being rendered into what could only be described as paste. The man blinks. His mind goes strangely blank before attempting to determine exactly why many humans had to be sacrificed to create a scattered pile of flesh around him. After a moment, his thought simply ceased altogether, as if his mind realized that trying to put such a thing into form is folly. You can go the rest of your way on your own," said the man, in a voice such weaker than he wishes it to be. "I mean, what does it matter? You're not even human. You're a monster." With this, the man spins around and dashes back down the hall. A helpless Emil simply listened as the footstep of his erstwhile captor fade into the something. I forgot. I can't know. Emil finds himself alone in the room with the stench of death and blood. For a moment he considered opening his eye, but the thought of horrors that awaits him quickly squashed this plan. Instead, he stands still and listens intently. Eventually a far-off sound reaches his ear. That's the howl I heard before. Emil resumed walking, using the sound of the distant voice to guide him, almost as if it was calling for him home. By the time Emil reaches the 3rd level, he was moving on memory as much as sound. His hand and face was covered in flesh wounds from numerous falls, but every time he thinks about giving up, his mind returns to his sister. We studied together. We ate cookies together. We cried together. We laughed together. And sometimes I was the only one who got yelled at. That's why I was never lonely. Only being together allowed me to stay strong. For Emil, his sister was all he had to live for. So holding that feeling close to his chest, he presses on, one slow step after the other. Finally, Emil found himself drawing close to a certain experimental chamber in the deepest part of the laboratory. The howl is very close now, and as he touches the switch that controls the door, he thinks about his mission. Number 6 is the ultimate weapon. She is his sister, and he must turn her to stone. The door slowly opened, revealing the massive interior of experimentation chamber. After a few steps, Emil removes his blindfold and slowly opens his eyes. His sister lurks before him, but she looks nothing like a girl he once knew. Instead, she is a savage beast crawling on all fours through the shredded remains of researcher. As the thing that had been his sister stops and tilts its head to Emil's direction, he focuses his gaze on it. A series of soft crunching sounds emerge from the creature as his magic does its terrible work. First the finger, then the hand, arms, legs, head. That's what little color the beast once possessed faded into a dull, ashen gray. And yet somehow it summons what strength remains and pulls itself towards Emil, one slow, lumbering effort at a time. Wailing, the massive monstrosity closes in. Is she worried about me? Or is she coming to kill me? Emil feels prepared to accept either outcome. After all, this was his older sister, the person he loved more than anyone else in the world. Halua, The moment Emil speaks, number 6 comes to a sudden halt. Silence descends on the chamber as the siblings stare at each other. I'm sorry, Halua, but everyone said you're too powerful. They say it's too dangerous unless I steal you away. I'm so sorry. As Emil watches, her body begins to turn to stone once more. Number 6 simply waits in utter, perfect silence. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay, yeah. No. Oh, this is even worse than before. Okay. The moment number 6 petrification is complete, her memory flood into Emil's mind. Two of them huddling together in the cold, all alone in the world and no one to protect them. All she wanted was to save her little brother. And yet it was that little brother who, in a sense, saved her. The moment of petrification is complete, Emil sinks to his knees. The frozen sister and the little brother racked with sins. Alone in this cold cage, the two of them wept in a single silent voice. It was our combined power that destroyed the Aries. Whole existence, entire lives, even their memories. We took it all. We took everything. My sweet gentle sister turned into a monster, and the same thing will happen to me now that I have her power. If my instincts as a weapon wins out and destroy me in the process, if that power ends up hurting someone I love,
けどエミールは俺たちを救ってくれたじゃないか。エミールがいなければ俺たちは死んでたよ。ありがとう。
でも僕。
いいんだ。 もう振り向くな。
とにかくこの村からは出よう。
そうだな。魔王の正体について何か新たな情報が見つかったかもしれない。
わかった。